Hello .NET developers! Today we're going to create a very interesting project using AI. I'm going to create an application that gets resumes and analyzes them. You can simply create some automations for your companies or even create some products and sell them to the HR teams, and it's perfect. Let's go for the demo. So it analyzes the resumes based on this prompt. Let's give it my own resume. That's it. You can see that it summarized my resume and it gave me a score. Where is the score? Here is it. It is some description and him a score of 95 out of 100, indicating a strong competence and fit for a senior .NET developer. And thank you. Let's go to see how to build it. I just created a new Windows Form application. I set the name to AI Resume Analyzer, and we're going to use .NET 9. We need to install some packages to be able to work with OpenAI. These are the packages. So I'm going to open a developer PowerShell. CD AI Resume Analyzer is the name of our project. And let's install them. The first two let us to work with OpenAI and Microsoft.extensions.ai so we can create AI requests and get their responses. And the number 3 and number 4 for configuration and configuration the user secrets enable us to add user secrets to the project so we can store our important information and sensitive information like API key in a safe way. Great. Now we need to set our user secrets. These are the codes. First of all, we need to initialize it, and there I'm going to set an OpenAI key and a model name. You can get the OpenAI key from platforms.openai.com, and the model name is the name of the model you want to use. In this video, we're going to use GPT-4o, which is a great model. Okay, let's go for a very simple UI. I need a button here. I'm going to say the text is upload files, upload resume, and the name is upload BTN, and we need a dialog box, an open file dialog. I just simply get it here. File or resume, open file, dialog. Very good. So when user clicks on the upload BTN, we're going to say resume file dialog dot show dialog, and if the result is dialog result.ok, it means user has uploaded a file, have chosen a file, and we're going to send it to OpenAI. So here are what we need to do. Using OpenAI, we can send requests and get responses from AI, but right now we have a PDF file. So OpenAI needs to have access to that. First of all, we need to upload the file to OpenAI, and then it can have access to that. So what we need to do is create a vector database in the OpenAI. What a vector database is, there are some data with embedding. They're good for that. We use them when AI wants to access a database. They're super fast. They have a special mechanism. We have talked about them in a video in our channel named Vector DBs and Embeddings. After we have created our vector database in OpenAI, we need an OpenAI assistant so we can use it to analyze the file. And we will give the assistant the access to that database. When we get through the code, you'll understand it better. Okay, I need the OpenAI client named client and a private read-only assistant client named assistant client. You see that I'm getting an error here. It says it's for evaluation purposes. I'm going to say sharp pragma warning disable and name of the warning OpenAI 001. Now we need to initialize them. I say when the form is loading async void we need to get the API key and the model name first. So I'm going to say configuration equals new configuration builder that add user secrets and name of our class program dot build. This is my configuration. What is the problem? Oh, sorry. Form 1. This is our name. So we have the configuration. I say OpenAI key is configuration, the name of OpenAI key. Let's check, is the name correct? Nope. I'll just copy and paste it here. And model name is configuration model name. So now we initialize the client is a new OpenAI client. As you can see, it needs an API key. We have the API key, OpenAI key. Oh, it's read-only. We need to remove the read-only for it so we can initialize it in any method. And I'm going to say assistant clients is underline clients that get assistant clients. And to make sure we understand when the loading is finished, I'm going to say upload btn that's enabled is false, and now it's true. Let's create our vector database. We need a vector str client here. I say var vector client is awaits is clients that gets vector store clients, and we're going to create it. So we say vector clients that's create vector async. Let's see, what does it want? Yes, wait until completed. And I'm going to pass some new options to that. I say the name is resumes vector store. And let's await this. Great. Now we need our assistants. I'm going to say assistant is clients that create assistant clients that create assistant async. It is a model name from us. I'm going to say model name, and we can pass some creation options to that. I say your name is resume analyzer AI. The instructions is it gets a string. Analyze the resumes and return short results. And let's make it await. Let's add the await to that. Because we needed to access our vector client, so we need to add some tools and some tool resources to that. First of all, I'm going to declare my tools. As you can see, it gets a list of tool definition, new file search, tool definition. So when we add this tool, it can access our databases and vector storages, and it knows that it can search inside them. And actually, I want to add another tool named code interpreter tool definition. A new one, actually. When we add this tool, the AI is able to execute some codes for itself to analyze something. It's good for mathematics, it's good for analyzing data, and right now we're analyzing a resume file, so it may need it. I'm going to add it for that. Okay, let's go for the next one. And we need some tool resources. We know that we have added a tool called file search tool, but where are the files? Where are the resources for the files? We need to declare them and tell the AI assistant where are those files stored. So we need to add some resources to that. Let's say new tool resources for file search. What does it want? New file search tool resources. And as as you can see, it needs a vector str IDs from me, and list of ID for our vector storages. Okay, let's get it. Right, this one I'm going to say var vector store results. Let's copy this. Vector store results dot vector store ID. So it has access to our vector storage now. And finally, we need to start a conversation with that. When we're working with OpenAI SDK in C#, conversations are named thread. Okay, so we're going to create a base conversation and add some messages to that later. So I'm going to say thread run is await assistant clients that create thread and run async. It needs an assistant ID is assistant. Where is my assistant? Assistant.id. A new thread creation options. I'm going to add initial messages here. You can add list of messages for initialization here. Is it like this? Yes. For initialization here, for example, let's cut it and put it here. Analyze the resumes and return short results for each developer. Instructions: you are an assistant HR that analyzes resumes to find a senior .NET developer. Okay, and this code creates a thread and runs it. Whenever you want to get a response from OpenAI, you need to run your thread. Okay, it would have access to all of the messages and all of the messages, and it would read them and answer based on them. Okay, so this code creates a thread and actually runs it. But is it completed? We don't know, so we need to check it. I'm going to say do while thread run dot status equals, what is the enum name? Run status dot completed. While run status is not completed, do this thread.sleep 2 seconds, and thread run is await assistant clients that get run async. I'm going to say thread run dot thread ID and thread run dot ID. So every 2 seconds, we're getting the thread run from OpenAI again, and we're checking the status to see is it completed or not. Okay, we're done. We need to upload the file to OpenAI first. So I'm going to say we need to make it a stream using a stream equals new file stream. So it needs a pass from me. I'm going to say resume open file dialog dot location dot path. Where is it? File name. Okay, file name. File mode dot open, and actually file access dot read. So this code creates a stream for us. And now I can easily upload it to my OpenAI storage. I'm going to say OpenAI file clients. File clients is clients that gets OpenAI file clients and await file clients that upload file async. I'm going to say a stream. It needs a file name from me, so I'm going to say path that gets file name resume open file dialog dot file name, and the last one is file upload purpose. Where are you uploading it? I say it's for user data. It's a user data, and file upload results. Okay, and now we need to add the uploaded file to OpenAI vector client. I'm going to say OpenAI vector clients, vector store clients, vector clients is clients that's, come on, clients that gets vector store clients. Now await vector clients that add file to vector store async. It is a vector store ID. Do we have it? No. So I'm going to say private string vector store ID, and here when you're creating it, we say vector store ID equals vector store result that vector store ID. So here it needs a vector store ID. I'm going to pass it. It needs a file ID which comes from file upload result dot value dot ID. Wait until completed. Yes, wait. Actually, in the file upload, do we have a property for wait until completed? No, it doesn't have. Okay. So the file is added to our vector store async. So all we need to do is here is to run the thread. So let's do something. Let's cut this code and just simply add it here. We're going to create the thread now, but we need an assistant ID. So let's store assistant ID as well. And assistant ID is assistant.id. Here we go. So let's test our project. And actually, when clicking on upload btn, let's say upload btn.enabled is false, and here we say enabled is true. So we can make sure that our request is finished. We have an error. It says this method cannot be async task. Yes, it's an event handler, so I'm going to make it async void. Okay, here's our project. Let's upload my file. I go to downloads. In this folder, this is my resume. So it's uploading it, and I'm waiting for its response. But we haven't added any text box to show us the response. So I'm just going to set a breakpoint here. Oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We didn't get the messages. So let's get back here. I add a text area, text, rich text box here. Okay. The name is result text box. So when it's finished, I want to load all of the messages. So I'm going to say var messages await assistant client that gets messages async. It needs a thread ID which comes from thread run dot thread ID. It should not be await because it's an async enumerable. So I'm going to loop await for each on all messages, await for each var message and messages. And actually, because the AI may return multiple messages, okay, so I'm going to create a string builder named sp new string builder. And as I said, every message contains lists of message contents. So I'm going to loop on the message contents in message.contents. And let's say sp.append line contents dot text. Okay, good. And actually we can say sp.append line message.role.toString.toUpper. It would write assistant or user, so we can understand whose message is it. And let's make this a little bigger. So everything looks fine now. Let's rerun the project. Let's upload the resume file again and wait for the response. Oops, we forgot to set the final message to the text box. So I'm going to say result text box. That's text is sb that to a string. I do the same operation and you see the results. This is it. Assistant says here's a summary of the resume analyzed for Shahab Bakhtiari. This is a developer profile. This is a location. These are the skills. Thank you very much. It summarized my resume. And the beauty is, I can ask it to give me a specific information about it. For example, you can say that you're looking for a senior .NET developer that, for example, works in Dubai, lives in Dubai, and is able to work on-site, at least 5 years of experience, and many things else, and it's going to handle it. Let's check it again. For each developer, I'm going to say it must have more than 5 years of experience. Actually, let's do this one. Let's break it down. It's okay. 5 years of experience, good at, knows DDD and microservices, and you can add whatever you want here. They can even be dynamic. So the HR says what it wants and you can get it. And finally, I says give a final score from 1 to 100 to the developer. Okay, I wanted to give you the score so we can easily sort by the score in our own application, and the HR team can, the HR team's work can be way easier. Okay, it says it's proficient in DDD architecture. And let's go for the score. It says the final score is 95 from 100. Okay, I'm happy for that, seriously. To get a 95 from 100, and I haven't edited to tell me a static one. It's a real one. The AI says that, and it's interesting. It reflects a candidate's extensive experiences, proficiency in relevant technologies like DDD and microservices. Based on this file, you can see that it's mentioning the file name. Perfect. And the beauty is you can customize it for your own needs, for your company needs. AI is so strong. It gets even stronger when we use it in our own applications and our codes. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.